Hello, I'm Dan Lyons from Toward Independence.
And I'm Annie Shaver with Partners for Community Living.
Welcome to Art and Soul 2020.
Here we are.
Art and Soul is an annual art gallery and awards ceremony that celebrates artists with developmental disabilities from all across the state.
There are 45 pieces in each show each year, and we made these videos because we're not able to meet in person this year, so here's some of our pieces. This piece is titled Color Explosion, and it's by artist Allison Davis. This is acrylic on canvas. Great use of color here, different shapes, different movement on the canvas. I like the waves and also the really straight, jagged lines. What do you see in it? I see a lot of color, and I really like how the yellow brings out a lot of the other colors as well. This piece is titled After Van Gogh, and it's by artist Jason J. Stone Brown. And I really enjoy this piece because I think it reminds me of many of the floral vase arrangements that I've seen in famous museums all over, and I think that his use of color here is really nice. I love the soft green in the background, and I think this frame brings out the tones in the vase really nicely. This next piece is called Pink Diamonds by artist Jody Mann. And as you can see closely, there are lots of these diamond shapes put together in this fused glass piece. Pink, and it looks like mauve and gray diamonds. And then all together, the bowl, the shape itself, is a diamond too. Great job, Jody. Our next piece here is called Mardi Gras, and it's by artist Allison Davis of InsideOut Studio. This is a beautiful fused glass piece that you can see is on the stand here, and it has lots of colors. We've got red and blue, green, pink. Looks like a really fun festival that hopefully we'll be able to enjoy Mardi Gras again next year.
This piece is called Dusk by Nick Dummitt from Madison County. This is one of our two photography pieces. This depicts a sunset on a lake with a big tree here on the right side of the piece. The composition of this is really interesting. You can see the sky, and then the reflection of the sky is in the water. So you have like a cool evenness, and then the woods on the other side of the lake are kind of cutting it in half. So there's like the sky, and then there's a reflection of the sky. All in all, this is a great example of the power of photography. This piece is called Clee Number 10 by Mitchell Knight from We Care Arts. Mitchell is inspired by the work of Paul Klee, who did a lot of similar work to this. So this is a really interesting take on Paul Klee's style. There's a lot of primary colors bisected with different shapes that are drawn in here in marker. And yeah, all in all, a really awesome homage to a well-known artist. Up next, we have Aaron Bowman's piece called A Head Above the Rest. This is a multimedia piece that actually has a 3D element to it. Aaron uses different materials to make his paintings actually pop out from the canvas. So he used what looks like a grout to actually give this some really cool texture, have it pop out from the painting. And he also, a really fun feature is he has fake eyelashes above the eyes on the giraffe that make it look a lot like a giraffe's real eyelashes. Aaron has been a really good friend of Art and Soul, and so it's awesome to see that he has another piece in the show this year. This piece is called Abstract Forest by Scooter Brooks. It's acrylic and pen on canvas. Scooter has a really unique style that comes out a lot in this piece. I believe this is depicting an interpretation of a forest, and it's really cool to see the contrast between the reds and the greens. It makes these kind of plant shapes pop out a lot from the background. This piece is a really great interpretation of something that might seem common at first, but is really unique.
This next piece is called Ceremonial Mask, and it's by artist Jason Douglas of Passionworks Studio. It is of a culture I'm not familiar with, maybe you are, and I love the colors here that he has. Even the background with the blues and the turquoise really make the mask stand out on the canvas, and the frame highlights those same colors as well.
This is Mammoth Cave Worm by David Werner. This is one of our 2 photography pieces. This is some really cool macro photography. David has gotten up really close to a caterpillar that's sitting on a rock. And you can see all of the detail on the caterpillar's head and the little hairs that are sticking off of his body. This is a really cool way to look at something that's very small in a big way. This is The Home is Full of Color by Sir Don Smith from Passionworks Studios. This is just a really awesome use of color. It's watercolor and pen on paper, and I think it looks like some kind of like color explosion just like shooting out from the house. It's really cool. This makes me personally think of like how your home is sometimes like full of excitement and joy and warmth when you go home. There's a lot of warm colors here. So this just kind of reminds me of why it's awesome to go home sometimes. This piece is called The Dance. It's by Scooter Brooks, and wow, I think this is the biggest piece that we've ever had in Art and Soul. It is acrylic on vinyl. It looks like he actually painted this on a big vinyl sheet. This is a huge and quite frankly beautiful piece. So you've got people dancing in a circle in the middle underneath a big arch with birds around it. This is just a really fun kind of, it reminds me of almost a summertime piece, like kind of like a Maypole festival almost. But yeah, it's really beautiful, excellent use of color. And again, I think this is Scooter's second piece, just a great and very unique style that he has.